Alright, welcome to this fantastic tutorial video advert. Now in this project for so long, I put this one as one of the middle ones. Let's move ahead. So this video study for a client on a revival, and this video really rocked the and so I'm going to be now. So as you can see, I've played the video. Now this video, let me show you some process in it. Now if you look at all this process now, so I have get sound, and I've also uploaded my sound file, so you can also you can just download it directly from my Google Drive store. So okay, so this is very easy project. What I did is that I look at some output of text. Now if you look at this text now, is bold, color, and all that state. So what I do text here. When I look at to do that, I need some kind of a fixture color to do this thing out. So don't forget the place of research. And so I made some research to search some videos. I see some videos, so I now need to come up with ideas. So then don't forget the place of writing down. So I need to write I write the content. So I break it down to slide by slide, like frame by frame, like what will come out first, what will come out second. Then I think of it. God just helped me, and I know God will help you too. So but God just wanted to work some little work. So and this is the little work. So when I break it down slide by slide. So I use my notepad on my phone to break it down first on my phone, so that for easy, just copy and paste the content, paste it to your notepad. Then after that, I take my book. I have a personal book I use for video editing, and I have many personal books for jotting ideas down. So I hope you should do that too. It will help you a lot in the flow of your ideas. So I bring out my pen. So I say, okay, this first output will be, are you in a state of, then the negative word, which is lethargy, lack of fire, and also lack of zeal. So I all those negative words, okay, I just imagine that, okay, let it just come at the down of this. So it will complete, are you in a state of lack of fire, in a state of lethargy, are in a state of what, lack of zeal. So that's what I did. So I break down everything in my book, so that for easy follow. So what I just do in editing is very simple. It's just for me to bring in the text, solid background, the background. Now I'm going to do a video now. Oh, no, there is some video clip here which I get on Canva, my Canva Pro. I've made a video on how to utilize my Canva Pro, so utilize it to your advantages. So this is the video I get, just searching for fire. When I search for the fire, if you need my footage, just let me know. I can send the footage to you, so that you don't need to download it again. So this is fire, or I can make the link of the footage in this video, so that you can just download it directly on my Canva. So this is fire background. Okay, I this one now is some wash. I get the clip also. Okay, I get the clip of this one also. I also get the clip of this and blaze and fire flame. I will still do this work from scratch, just explain it to you, so that when we start, we just go straight. So I also get this clip also. So I also get this fire clip. Now if you look at the fire clip of this one, coming out from the place of a blaze for God, the fire clip is higher than the normal small fire clip. So if you search for fire background, it gives you different kinds of fire background. So that is it. Then I have the place of this one, which I told you that I do the test on master. I did the test on Lab. I'm going to show you how I did the test. I just typed the test, normal type of test. I did that on Lab. Then the texture is like silver. I input silver texture to this texture. Make sure that the text is large. I use a font, which I'm going to show you. So let's start the work. I'm going to first go to Pixel Lab to create all our tests for our content. Our content is ready. Then after that, we just start our work by inputting one on one all the footage and all everything. So let's go to Pixel Lab. Welcome to the Pixel Lab. So now this is how it works. Okay, so these are the tests I did on Pixel Lab. So you can see all the tests here. Now I say holding on the tent, so I'm going to show you how I did that. So just bring in your test. So just bring in test here. Okay, let's say letter G. So let's use letter G. So like let me say are you, so that we don't be confused. Are you, so are you will be bigger. So in a state we just make, it's just a principle in graphic design, so it's very simple for you to get. Just make this are you bigger. Then I use the fonts, I use this font, this font calls Oswald Boat. That's the font I use for are you. Then I make it large. So let me just duplicate it. Then let me say are you. So are you in a state? So are you in a state of, so you can see it. Then are you in a state, just make it small, smaller. Then expand this one, so it's already here now. So I think I changed the fonts, but you can leave the font or change it. I use Oswald mid and semi boat. So I now come to spacing. So come to spacing. Can you see what spacing do? So it makes the word balance. It's just a balance word. Okay, so that's very good. So now I look at the text. If you look at this text, it's not like silver color as that one. You just have to come to texture here, come to texture here, click on it. Now all this silver background, I download it from Canva by just searching silver background, and I download it, I use it. Now they are blaze, I use fire background for it. The fire background is not a video one. I'm going to show you how I did that now. So this is my silver background. So most especially I used to select the most shiny place. You can see the most shiny place, so that's where I selected. I think that's where I selected. Okay, so you also do it for this one, which I'm not going to do. Just do it like that. Okay, so I'm going to do this. They are blaze. So all the tests, I'm going to do it in one place here, so that we have like 4 templates. So it might not contain all the content. Like I can use some of content might be here. Then when I do it finish, I come here, I make it transparent. I come to this space, make it transparent, then save it. Then I do another one again. Once it's full this space, I make sure that there is a little gap here. So I come to this space, I save it again. The same process. So they are blaze for God. And blaze, you can see that he has fire texture. So just type, let me just leave that one alone. Let's say this is a blaze for God. Just go to texture, go to your texture, go here. I'm going to bring the fire background, not the fire background video, but fire background JPEG. So here is the fire background. So you can see that it's fire. Just select the place that it has the fire here. So just select this way that it has fire. That's fine. So click on it. So you can see it. Very simple. So you can see it. So this is the fire. Now the place I have choose and blaze and flame. So I choose and blaze. Let's say this R is our blaze, this one is what, our flame. So just enlarge the space between them. Make sure you delete this dot. My keyboard did automatically. So then I put and here, and with this one, let me say, and just type and small letter, you get. So this one is now white, then the other two is what, that's fire background. So that is how I did everything. So if you look at this space, if you look at all the content here, let's say we delete this one now. If you look at all the content here, so you can see it. This one holding, I just do it one, so I just give it a little garbage and line spacing. Then also this one, you can see browsing generation, also do it like that, fire background. Then it is time, also just put like this browse generation, just put like this. So that's how I arranged everything. You know that this browse generation has a content on its own, so you should know how you arrange your content. When you arrange your content very well, you just follow through by using it to design all these things. So now we are now going to go to kinemaster to bring in each of this template that I have did already, and I've explained how I did it to us. So without wasting our time, so let's go to kinemaster. So right now let's bring in our clip. So that's the first thing. I'll bring in everything that we need, so I will not stress ourselves. So this all what we need. You can see it, so you can see all the clip now. So before we move, you can see this clip. When I was downloading it, it's not complete 16:9, so I think it's not expanding very well to that thing. So just go to pan and zoom, click on this, then zoom it. So we are done with that one. Then this is the first thing that we need. I just bring in everything here. So duplicate as a layer, then delete it. So we are just going to take it to the ones. Let's take it one after the other. Alright, great. So this one, let's just say it should be around 4 seconds. Let's just make it around 4 seconds. That's our intro. So this one should have like are you in a state? Alright, before 1 second, let's duplicate this. Let's take this one to the left. Then this one, let's first work on it. Go to your crop here, then crop this part. So we get the logic. So crop that. So we have IU, make it big. So I just wanted to sit at the center. So it's at the center right now. So give it an animation of purple. So it's pop up like this. Then this one will just enter, slide up. And before the slide up, let's just make the states. You can change the position so that you can see it very well. Okay, let me show it here. So I'll straight down. Very easy to do. Okay, good. So this one can come like this, slide up. You can see slide up. Okay, so it can come like this. Sorry, to just be here. Now that is it. Now I want that one to shift a little bit up. Dot here. Dot here. So at the dot of this one just shifts a little bit up. Let's make it like this now. Before it shifts, let's see. Good. Yeah, okay. At this place that it wants to shift up, I want us to make it more realistic. Yes, so good. So at this place it will shift up. Then at this place just make it small. So when it appears like this, it go here, like it jump up, you can see it. It's very realistic. That's great. So now we are done with the first output. So after that, just 1 second again, let's duplicate this one and arrange it. Duplicate to the left, then another like 1 second again, duplicate to the left. I think we have 3 negative words there. Duplicate to the left, then we are going to arrange the word one after the other, so it's going to be in that place. So we have lethargy is the first lethargy, zeal is the last one. So that's according to my content. So it now depends on your content, and you should note that this is to enlighten you that you can do greater things using your smartphone. So you make it larger. Now at this particular joint, we still work on that one, they still come up. Don't worry. So this one too, same thing. And this is the first, I think this is the first one, which is going to be the lethargy. That's one detail. That is it. So it's going to be the lethargy. So our stuff should be around here. Okay, now that that one will still move up. So lethargy, lack of fire. Okay, lack of fire. So I think I should be able to get it. Lack of fire, let me see. Yeah, I got it. So lack of fire. Okay. Okay, so just make everything to be like at the same place. Alright, this is great. So here this one come in. Let's see, because I want it to be, that's from 1629. This 1 second. 1629, yeah. So here just break it to the right, break this one to the left, also this one like 1 second. Oh gosh, it's tsunami. Okay, let's just say like this, and this one end it. I think it's okay now. Let me adjust it a little bit. I think That one. That's a little bit. This one is too small. Good. Alright, this is good. So now at the point this one come out. So all the are used so we move up. So don't forget the way we moved down up recently. That is the same way we are going to move it up again. So that is the number one. So just follow the same straight line. So just go here so that you not miss it, because if you miss it, it will give you a lot of time to be framing it. So okay, good. So we know that this thing will come in. Great. Let's say this one will follow it. Great. I think it's good like this. Then this one, just make it smaller so that it shows some organic move. It helps you a lot in your editing. So you see the way it move. Can you see the way it move? So it helps you a lot. So this one to pop up. So pop up there. I think this should be a pop up. It should not be slide. This should be a pop up. So this should be a pop up. So it helps you a lot. So if you look at it now, you can see the way it is pop up. So that is it. So we move to the next frame like that. So let's just make this let's make it a scale down. Scale down. So I think scale down would be more okay than pop up. Scale down. So make sure it's in a 0 time frame. Scale down. Okay, good. Okay, so let's just duplicate this one. Move it here. That's we are going to next slide. Duplicate, then adjust it. So I think let me see, lack of this one. We are done with this template. So let's go and bring in another template in this place. We have our template. So here is our new template. Just bring it. New template, I mean the text. So click just take this one to this place. So just the trick is just put the endpoint there, then take this one to come automatically to that play and vibrate in your hand. Now it said it is time, so take this one. So just move it like this. It is time, so you can see it. It is time. Put it at the center. Yeah, this is the center. So it is time. Let's enlarge it a little bit. What am I doing? Okay, this time. So starting from 4179. So let's make it 2 seconds. Like it's 6179. Okay, 6179. Just 2 seconds. It's good. Though it's more than 2 seconds. So we cut it. So you get it. So this is the 2 seconds. So at 5 just like 1 second interval, rather than that. Let's duplicate it and bring it the next text. So to the left, yes. So then bring it here. So it is time to break. It is time to break from dashing. So we want to apply. We used to apply our graphics before we apply our sound. So that is it. Alright, to break. Okay. Now at this place it is time. I apply a clip there, which is a clip of time. I got it to in my Canva, which is a clip of time. Just bring it here. So I'm going to bring the clip now. So here is the video. Just enlarge it. So you can make it. And just scale down. Okay. So this one we have to fade. Let's just make it fade. And it should be at the top. Make sure it's at the top front. So in a way it ends like this. You can see. And this thing has a clock sound. This thing has a clock sound. I think I embedded clock sound to it on Canva. So at this place now, just we are going to cut it and bring in that shiny stuff. I want us to cut it to save a little bit, because when the shine clip. So the shine clip too, I download it on Canva. Just start broken of shine from hand. So here comes the shine. We move it to the side of this clip. Just move it in. Very great. Then move it to the end of this break. Now before we move it, now we understand. Yes, this is the point that we need. The point that it started breaking. Very good. That's where we need. Yes, good. So make this one large. Then animation, just fit it. When you look at it, you can see the way it broke. So at this place I applied a lot of sound effects to it, but we're going to get to that place. So Right. Alright. So by the time you bring the chain, so you bring it to the appropriate place, just give it a pop up. Okay. So at this place now, if you look at it, it comes like this. So now it's time. Now we need to this time. This one just like 2 seconds. So around this time is good. So it's time to break from this. So now at this first place we have our frame. We apply our frame to it, our frame here. So by the time this, let me see, because this one used it need to have a key in animation. Let's see. Let me see the in animation. Okay. So I want to see, I think it's my phone displays it out. Okay. It's time to break from the chain. Let me just say it's you have a fade instead of that. I really want to look at the process of it is time to, let's say at this space it come out at this space. So I think this thing is good. So our keyframe is good. So we have a keyframe of the time. Just move it up a little. So by moving it up a little now, you can see I think it's still a little bit, it's too much. So immediately after the chain break, you need to start another effect, and that is let me see, duplication, an ear con. So it means an ear con. Just crop it, and here come the fullness of the, okay. Right, so immediately that's, and here come, so just break this one, break it, then we bring that clip, I think it's in this place, this is the clip. So and here come, I just use the clip of people worshiping. Okay, so you can just take it here. I think this way we got, I can here come, yeah, that's true. So let's just use this out today. To the point, bring this on here. Good. So an ear con. So this one will be bigger. Con big. So can put it in. Just a little bit here. Okay, if we look at it, it's displaying some little things at the background, and it's not showing very well. So what we just have to do is to just bring in solid background to it. Just add a solid background. Add the solid background. Then stretch this solid background like this. Bring the solid background to the back. Then you can just bring this texture to the back. this thing should be at the front. Sorry for that. So if you look at it, so we have brought this to the back, then you load the opacity. So let's say like this, and here comes so we duplicate this guy, just duplicate, then bring it in, then we crop, and here called the fullness of okay, just crop it in, crop it in, crop it in. Nice one. So just put take it, then we put it in, then we apply an effect called converge. Also we apply a pop out effect to this one. Okay, so it it makes sense here. So it can see the way it come in. So let's just say you spend that from 6 to, let's leave it here. So like just this one, and here come the fullness. I think the fullness distance should have been around this place. Okay, scrutiny, because the text is posh, so to be clearer to the eyes. Okay, good. So and here come the fullness of time. So then we put the next. So it is very this one to be. So we call this one to be. So I want to apply a transition here. So I have to shift it a little bit. Once I apply the transition, to adjust it. So I want a transition of a lightning, which you can see around this space lightning. Okay, it's light leak. So I want it to be something on this focus. I think it's good at that place. So this one also just use that pop a little bit here. So by the time it's getting yes. Yes, it's good. So let's make it like this. So cut this one. So to be in place. So we make the next one. So it's very easy to be in place anything. Then this place of 2, we don't need it again. We just need this one to be. Good. So immediately leave that place. Let's see, this one just come up. Let's see how it will come up. Okay, it's good. Then we need the fire here. So you just go to this clip here and so right. Just duplicate as a layer. Then bring this one here. The junctions of the sheen here. Great. So we are going to extend it. Then you bring it to the back. So you can see it. Immediately that one come out. This one too want to come out. So if it's not showing very well, you can apply a dark color to it. Then reduce the opacity. So you just send it down. Then make sure that this file you send, once you send that one down first, you send this one first. So this one will be under it. So in that case, this one will just be water. This one will be water. Lower this guy. So just a little bit, like around 10. So you see that the work is clear more than. So you can just cut this one to the front since we have it as a clip before. So it is time to be ablaze and aflame, then for God. So you can see for God. Yeah, for God. So this one can have a little bit of shapes. So master it. Then this one. Nice. So you observe that you are not jumping, just the test. So these are almost the difficulties area in the video. So we are still new. So the same process, we just need the same process. So after this one, let me see. I want to review something. So blaze for God. Yeah, good. We have used this template finish. Then you go again, take the second of a template depending on how you want to do. And blaze for God, it is time to make general. Then add. So duplicate as layer, then delete this art, then take it here. So you all know that it is art that remain. Then same template, just like I've written it down in my book. So crop it at student so. And first take take the at international. So same process here, same process, not to just make the video long. We have same process of at international, then the school come out at this place. Now I'm going to do, then the tag, you can see the way I bring in the tag, just like the way the so not to be repeating what I've already explained in the last video. And once you are at this stage now, I believe you have understand much of what I did now. So let me say we have get to the stage of the tag. So after that one, we need what to tag. So the tag will still be in the same template of that low fire. Okay, so the tag will be here. Give it a pop animation. Okay, so the tag will still, you will not still use this one. Okay, so in that process we can take this, just duplicate it. Okay, good. So we duplicate this one, so tag will just be like 1 second and a half. Cut it, or let's say we split it instead of cutting. Yeah, we just split it so that we use the remaining parts to do the, so this one will just be like 2 seconds. So the tag, we now the tag and blaze for God. So we're going to use and blaze for God. So the tag have and blaze for God. So after the tag, immediately you bring in this fire again. Let's duplicate as a layer, not just duplicate. Then touch your this one, then you just bring this on, so that the reason why I touch, so that you can get the accuracy. Okay, so I want to enlarge this one, so I enlarge it. You can shoot it a little bit, so you can just make it to be a fade. Then this one is popping out. Okay, so at the time it get to that place, just like play it like this. When you play it a little bit, you can see I'm coming, this one have to be in the front, so that it can have the blaze. Then you can see that the blaze is not showing very well. What you just have to do is to bring in the water, the solid shape, black. So you're going to use black to cover it. Black, yes. Then take it down. Yes, take it back. Then just load the opacity here. Then you are now going to take the fire back, so that the black will be on the fire. So you can see it now that the blaze for God is showing very well. So you can just increase this one if it's not still showing very well. So you can see that it shows very well more than before. So I think that is the address point. Then the next address point is when we now bring in the next template of this place, where we have the broken ocean and the life. So what we do is now this one now and this place now. So it's 2 options you can use to do this one. Let me duplicate this one as a layer so that we can use it. It is time to emerge as so. Okay, so it has a fixturing. Let's say this is the fixturing letter. Okay, now this one now I use pan and zoom. So let's bring this one here. So it's up to you. It's either you leave it like this, or you use that layer. I think I use that layer because I was just in hurry. So now to use this one as a clip, I'll use that a clip here. and as a layer too to explain it. Now what I did here, if it's used as a clip, is to auto click on it, then use pan and zoom. Just zoom it in the beginning like this, then at the end you leave it here. You can see, so by the time it's entering, and pan and zoom is more okay than the layer, you can see the way it enter, so you can see it. So do it again to the second one. You can just zoom it in at the last stage, then leave the first stage alone. So you see you can see, so you just formulating it. Then this one too, same thing. You can even do this one like this, then take it like this. Make sure you watch the frame, then zoom this one too to that level. Okay, then take it like this. All right, so in a way you can see the way it move. In a way, our text will be here, prophetic, so, and many more. You can still enlarge it for the many more. All right, so same thing with this global. Just zoom the global like this. So in a way, you can have it in this format, and which is more suitable as far as I'm looking at the flow. Then just take it here. If you take one to the left, you take the other one to the right, so that it look organic. So if you look at it now, let's see it. So you can see the way it moves. It's even more beautiful than the first one I did. So then you bring in your text to each of it, like the salvation, the text will be here. Okay, now so this method can be used for any video promotional advert. Okay, you want to do this method can just be used, just getting your clip, then work upon it. So I think I've explained the hardest part of this video, so I believe that you can do the next one, which I'm still going to give you as. So before we go, so after we are done with everything, the next thing that we have to do is to work upon the sand. And this is I think is somehow difficult, because the way I used the sand here was very technical. So the first thing is to get your sand and move with this text. And I think that the sand that move with this way is fast sand that I can move with this one now. I think I use fast sand, getting from the website, which I have taught you before. So I'm going to input the sand right now. Alright, this is the sand I propose to use. Okay, so after using this sand, we need some effect here, like the in effect. So I'm going to use from the EFS sand I've also updated. So I can use this one as the first input here. Then we go ahead by changing it, so you will enlarge it so that you can see what you are doing. Alright, great. So this aspect is, so you can see that after are you in so this one now, so you play it, you like I can use this one for the smallest one here. Then the second one, which is letter G, so I can go and use this now. So this, then also use it for this one, because they are small thing just coming out. So also use it for this. So once you are able to target all these things, it will be easy for you. What you just need to just adjust if it need adjustment. Now come the fullness of time. We need a heavy sand there. Then now come the fullness of time. Yeah, let me use this one. So here now call the fullness of time. This one we have this, we have chain that is broken here. the sound of this chain, I download some sound here which we have. I'm going to upload the sound, so just make sure you remind me. So these are just the sound I downloaded, so I just make it. Yeah, also this one. Yeah, okay. So that is it for that one. Then you leave this one, since we also have many sound here. Then we work on this one. We use sound effects. Work on this. So it should have more. I think two. Then at the place of in reviewing the topic, so we use this one every sound for reviewing like every word. So that's how you do. So how do the main one? You can just use small sound for it. Now it still remain one. At the place of that clock, I put an heartbeat sound there, which I didn't download it. I just extracted from a video I already have. So I'm going to put it in. I will upload the video to this thing. Alright, so this was um, the I just extract audio from this video. How do you extract audio from this video? Is by clicking on this place. You can see this thing, this F. It will extract the audio. So cut down one, then take this one down. Then this is the alarm clock, but there is a place I want to use which sound like heartbeat. Alright, I'll see what I'm looking for. So I want to plug this one here. Then just crop this one to the left. Then I'll just bring it to the place of this wash. Yeah. So I just want to bring it good. Wash. You can expand. You can make it like this. So I use a lot of sand in this project, so just making like this will help you to navigate through. Okay, so that's the place that the wash is. So at the place, because I washed it, so it's already done too. That means that the time frame we give to that wash is a little bit small. I think it's a little bit small. Yeah, it's a little bit small, because you have to walk to this level, at least this way. You pick up here. Okay, let me show you what I mean by that. So the chain should have pick up at this position. Let's say at this position, because it's an heartbeat, so we have to follow it. So you want make sure you just work it out at least this way. Let me see. Okay, you can adjust it like this. Let me see. You should be able to adjust the alarm. Okay. Oh, good. So if I look at it like this, so if we play it, you see. So let's load the major the audio. Just give it like though we didn't have any other thing there, but give like data to it. Okay, Now that's great. So I think I was the one that made the mistake. Let me see. Yes, so we can see the place of the hospital. I've gotten it. Good. So I bring it in. So I purposely doing this so that it gets the sound, the way sound work. So that it at the time this thing is through with the sound, the change just enter directly, and we can see broken of sheen immediately at that place. So let's see it. Okay, it's time. So we have it. So you can see the way it come out like that. So just a little bit of adjustment that remain. So we are done with the sound. So then you make sure you add at the end of the video you add a broken sound like palm, like it's finished. So if you watch the ad, you see the way I applied there. So thank you. This is your Femi, and this is the video content creation course.